Hello and welcome to Wrestling in Mom's Basement. This is both SmackDown, NXT, and 205 Live show reviews for, yes, it's fireworks, Joe, for July 3rd and July 4th. I, of course, am Patrick Young. This gentleman to my right wants you to know that we will not go quiet into the night. We're going to live on. We're going to survive. Joe Venuto. Never watched Independence Day, have you?
Yes, I didn't know where you were going with that. You stopped in the middle for a moment.
It's for dramatic effect. Or it's for me to get my words together.
The second.
Yes.
The July 3rd, July 3rd edition of SmackDown. Let's focus on return team I'll know. And our latest surprise appearance by Kane. It was inevitable that Slayton will build for 2-minute wrestling fair for the first time in years. However, with WWE rules approaching on next Sunday on July 15th, there remain more stories to be told on SmackDown. Andrew was booked last week. Asuka was set to fight James Ellsworth and Battle of the Sexes that won the Show's Wonder before he could win. Other events announced for the show included United States Champion Jeff Hardy's Independence Day, U.S. Open Challenge, New Day's Pancaking Celebration, and AJ Styles vs. Danny English less than 2 weeks for phenomenal faces Rusev for the WWE Championship. The night had many amazing moments and quality matches with everyone on top of their game on the road to certain rules. Kicking things off was Daniel Bryan King's reuniting and safe challenging them to the match.
Toby promo, I did like. It's Team Hell No. They still are at odds with each other like they were in the past. And Daniel pretty much selling the idea of, yeah, the last time him and Kane interacted didn't actually turn out all that well for Daniel. And just kind of joked around like that. And the Usos came out and said that, hey, if we hug, we should get a WWE Championship title shot too.
Right.
Or tag team title shot. SmackDown tag team title shot, WWE Championship.
Oh, yeah.
I did like what it set up at the end of the night because it sounds very, very good. And I thought the promo itself between Kane and Daniel Bryan was pretty nice.
Yeah, this was a fun opener role. Kane and Bryan had the same chemistry they had 5 years back, was based on engaging promos. The back and forth exchange was pretty good. It might have went maybe a little too long with the crowd, though, I noticed, when they were going back and forth.
Yeah.
But the Usos brought it back. The best way to book major TV matches is to get it on purpose. And booking this main event with the promise that the Usos could earn a championship opportunity. It became a sudden return for Team Hell. Yeah. Up next was Jeff Hardy's United States Championship over Challenge, which was named starting Miz, and Jeff Hardy defeated Miz.
To me, this was match of the night. Miz and Jeff, especially since Jeff has been back, have had pretty good chemistry together. So much so that I would mind this being a feud down the road for Jeff Hardy in the United States title. If he keeps the United States title past Nakamura. Slight spoiler alert, Nakamura and Jeff at Extreme Rules for the United States title. But yeah, if they do go down the road with Jeff still being the United States champion, I think Miz would be a very good contender.
Yeah, I agree. This was my match tonight too. TV matches don't get much better than this. Miz took Jeff to the limit. The two fought like true veterans with years going on. It was one of Jeff's best outings since being back, and Miz is on a roll that leads to great matches with anyone this time. And open challenges are going from a special event to a regular one in WWE, and it is welcome. More title defenses, race prestige than championship online, and honestly, the U.S. title needed all the prestige they can get before Jeff came along with it. Yeah. So this helps, especially just waiting for Nakamura to return. Up next, Sanity destroyed the New Day's Pancake Contest.
Yeah, like Joe said last week, Sanity can get technically get the win back by pretty much just doing a huge beatdown on somebody. And they did this week.
I'm not one to brag, so I'm not going to do
the beatdown was impressive, and it stopped probably a segment that wouldn't really go anywhere if it really hadn't. But yeah, it made Sanity look good, so thumbs up.
Yeah, I'm not one to brag though, Mom. You know that. I'm not me.
Yeah.
This was simple, effective storytelling that worked. Sanity's been hitting it out of the park every week so far. and it was inevitable that the group would appear with the other major trio in WWE. While Sanity versus Duke, they likely won't fit on the Extreme Rules card, it should be a great contest further down the line. The stacked SmackDown Tag Team division needs multiple feuds like this to not waste talent. It is a surprise that Sanity's already moved away from his rivalry with the Usos, but it's always possible the Vicious Trio can return to that contest later. Up next, Asuka and James Ellsworth went to a double count.
Yeah, because they're holding it for next week, as we'll find out later.
And match.
Yeah, in a lumberjack match. Yeah, for the action that we did get in the ring, it pretty much was going to go how I thought it was going to go. Asuka was pretty much just going to dismantle and destroy James Ellsworth. But this week they hold it off, and Carmella actually gets an advantage after both Ellsworth and Asuka are counted out. Asuka and Ellsworth run around the entire arena, come back into the ringside, and Carmella blindsides Asuka. Well, at least they gave it up to a champion before she'll most likely lose in a few weeks. Matt and Ellsworth will probably get put in a body bag by next week.
She should have been lost since Backlash to Charlotte, but
well, they were trying to do something with it.
yes, but they give you Jared Wayne back cash her and make her win the championship, but then make sure she loses it. The match couldn't be booked much differently. It was disappointing that the contest was over so quickly. An inconclusive finish. The whole segment kind of didn't come off as a waste of time because it's literally happening next week. But even if it did do its job of keeping the story moving. Now the Empress of Tomorrow has two targets she will continue to pursue. Yeah. And nothing else, the segment kept the heat between all three wrestlers high. Up next, AJ Styles defeated Aiden English.
In a decent outing from Aiden English. It's probably the first match we've gotten from AJ on SmackDown in a while.
Since he fought Nakamura in England?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we haven't been getting AJ in a match on SmackDown too much, so I guess it's relatively refreshing to see him now. But yeah, I thought him and English had a perfectly fine match. It wasn't necessarily crazy or memorable, but I thought for the time it was given, it was entertaining enough.
Yeah, the pre-match promo and post-match attack were a bigger deal than the battle itself, which was an extended squash. English was never going to be able to give Styles a real challenge around making the champion look weak. Rusev's involvement was a big deal, though, as he clearly established himself as a world contender to Styles by dominating him. While he was unable to do so after Styles was worn down and distracted, the image of the Phenomenal One, locked in Ackley, will stick all the way to Extreme Rules.
Yeah.
Next, Becky Lynch defeated Peyton Royce.
Yeah, Becky continues her role and gets the win on Peyton Royce with the disarmer. I thought the match was very good. I would prefer to see it go a little longer, just because I think you can do more with the iconic duo a little later. But maybe they just ran out of time or were running out of time. But still, for the match we got, for the length we got, I thought it was a good match.
Yeah, this bout suffered from a limited time on this jam-packed show. Tournament could have been a great match to do a swerve squash. On the bright side, it was Becky taking on victory, continuing one of the strongest streaks of her career. It looks like the Irish Last Figure is on pace for a title match soon. It is kind of telling that the Iconics have cyclically fallen over to the background.
Yeah.
After their supposed to debut. They are working the same role as the Riot Squad on Raw, who are actually having more success though on Raw, the Riot Squad.
I think they also might be affected that there's really not more faces to feud with on SmackDown.
It's Asuka, it's Tidal, it's Becky, it's Charlotte, it's Naomi and Lana.
Naomi and Lana, they can probably do something.
Who might be a team maker last week.
Yeah.
So
maybe they will eventually feud with them.
Yeah.
And get a couple wins, who knows.
Well, I think the problem with the heel side is there's there's not like an experience in ring heel.
Yeah.
But not only that, all the decent and good in-ring workers on the heel side are in teams.
Yeah.
Peyton, Billy, Sonya, and Mandy. the top heel loses to the trash bag that she's trying to wrestle.
Exactly.
So that she can't wrestle her way out. I'm hoping Peyton or Sonya they'll get the push soon if they're not turning them by heel. But parts of changing the women's division will eventually give Peyton and Billy a chance. If Shayna loses the championship in Brooklyn, I can maybe see her come on and take that role on SmackDown. Because if I'm them, I'm keeping Shayna and Ronda away from each other for right now.
Yeah.
And that has nothing to do with Shayna will be better off on SmackDown. I'm literally saying that as I'm keeping them away from each other.
Oh yeah. I agree.
Unless you put them on the same team as the worst one.
Yeah, I think SmackDown right now is really hurt. Their women's division is hurt by they don't have a credible heel.
And they don't want to turn Asuka or Charlotte.
Yeah.
Which honestly, I would turn Charlotte.
Why not?
Once she comes back.
Yeah.
Because Becky's still by far the most popular woman on the show.
Yeah, oh yeah.
And the main event, Daniel Bryan and Team Hell No defeat the Usos.
I thought it was very good tag team action. It was great to see Team Hell No do their thing again. And the Usos, I think, are worthy opponents for that. Part of me kind of wanted to see a triple threat, though. I'm not going to lie. The Usos definitely would have added to the match, but I guess for marquee purposes, I guess a one-on-one match against Team Hell No would do more for the Bludgeon Brothers than it being a triple threat match. But still, I thought the match was good, and I thought it was a solid main event to end the show.
Yeah, the match was fun for the time it got. Though I was hoping it was going to be a little bit more exciting considering who was in it. Ultimately, Kane didn't do much. Ed showed that he was feeling rusty. Brian the Usos carried the heavy load. With Jimmy and Jay showing that they still deserve more recognition than they are getting.
Yeah.
Despite in the spotlight, though, I will say, it didn't feel like that. To me, it didn't feel like the Usos were everyone window.
Yeah.
Or they didn't feel like they were in the same league as our opponents. Who actually didn't really work it. Brian came on working in sync, though, like in terms of double team offense. But I do think for now it was the right move to keep this Rules title match 2 against 2. But the Usos deserve a more competitive fight. Oh. This week I highlighted them in blue purpose, but I have to say something else. Last week my fingers decided to highlight everything in blue. That's why I lose that number on my nose.
He's having Microsoft Office.
Yeah, it's still happening because I put 205 Live and my NXT notes in a different thing, and then when I copied them over, guess what? They're still blue. So there you go. Well, I run had issues with some work. My computer was built like 1912, so I don't know. But I do want to say this. I don't know if SmackDown's that much better than Raw.
This week it was miles better than Raw.
Or is it that much better than Raw anyway? But this was much more pleasant watch than what we saw on Monday night.
Absolutely.
It was a show with logical angles, and you can see where they're going. But more importantly, the people aren't doing horrible things to each other and sending us to cheer as a result. That makes for a much easier night to watch, and is why SmackDown continues to stay miles ahead of its main roster counterpart. On 205 Live, things are starting to look up around here as the characters and stories are getting better, and then last night we have what should be the big ending to the pre-song rivalries with Mustafa Ali faces Buddy Murphy in an ODQ match. Ali's one of the best things about the show, and Murphy looks better every week, so that should be good. First, Melendar returns to 205 Live and defeats TJP.
And the surprise return from Noam Dar. It's good to see him back on 205 Live, and thankfully doing something else that isn't saying Alicia Fox. And yeah, he got the nice surprise win. Nice surprise short victory over TJP. It was pretty much just his insecurity kick that won the match.
Yeah.
So he comes back to technically a very much a big moment for him. That'll be memorable, and we'll probably continue the feud with TJP going forward.
Yeah, at the end of the match, TJP walked out without him by the robot. The return was good. He's playing face here on NXT face heel. But my only thing is, after this feud, I'm not really sure how far up he's going to go at. That's for TJP too. So if I like him more crowd at the top, I think it's going to be a little hard to get those two back. To get TJ back to Cruiserweight Champion. Which is why they're probably doing the storyline about him leaving. And to get Noam into the contention.
Yeah.
No. But we'll see. After that, Kira Tozawa being a handsome talent, and after the match, during the match, Leo Rush was watching, and then Leo Rush got into Kira's head.
The match was a squash jobber match. It was pretty much to showcase Tozawa. He's actually had a ton of those on 205 Live.
Yeah.
But I thought that the much more interesting part of it was Leo Rush's promo afterwards, which he cut a really good promo.
He did.
He actually didn't really have that much mic time in Ring of Honor, which is mainly how I saw him.
Right.
But I thought he actually performed very well on it, considering I haven't had any experience with it. And I think he's liking the character he's in, like that.
Well, he's a rapper in real life too.
Yeah,
he has a signal out.
Oh, okay.
So he's kind of wild with that.
I actually kind of seen him more as like an MVP character.
Oh yeah.
Like Terrell Owens mixed with like Barry Sanders and stuff like that. Just he's so talented that he's just so cocky about it. He even started with Leo. He even called himself in third person, like The Rock.
Yeah.
Things like that. So I thought his promo was very good and it impressed me pretty much.
Yeah. I think Kira's a good first feud for Leo. So he should get some good stuff there. Leo, I definitely see as a future Cruiserweight champ. Akira, if they get behind him more, I can still see him stay at the top of the Cruiserweight card now. Because last year was a test for him, and he's one of the ones that do get a steady reaction. So I can still see him at the top of the card if they get behind him more of a push. Not the tight square wide crap and stuff. And the main event, Mustafa Ali defeated Buddy Murphy in this DQ match.
This may be a spoiler for any match on NXT, but this is my match of the week.
Yeah.
I think this is probably the best match on 205 Live ever. I'm willing to go that far. I thought that this was, if it's a culmination of the Ali Murphy feud, I think it's a great culmination to it. I thought these guys literally went out there and threw everything at each other.
Yeah.
And I think Omaha really enjoyed it.
Yeah. That's okay.
I'm sorry, which says a lot being a
casual town.
Being a casual town to 205 Live.
That's pretty easily the best 205 Live match ever. As they absolutely did not stop the entire time with Ali fighting for the back injury with the pure heart that defines him and no one else. Ali surviving the biggest, hardest hitting guy on the roster for 20 minutes. Any match to beat him was incredible stuff. And one of the best matches I've ever seen this show have. One day Ali's going to, or at least certainly should, win the Cruiserweight title.
Yes.
And it's going to be one of the biggest reactions the show has ever seen. Many times see this match as is absolutely amazing. Honestly, I don't know what much more you can ask for on a 50-minute show. You had a hot angle at the beginning, a squash to start a new feud, and an instant classic for the main event. I love this show because I watched the main event. 205 Live has rapidly become a treat to watch this year.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And I think this was the best episode they've ever done. So, I'm going to go with.
Yeah, it really does help that they have like a 30-minute match.
Yeah, on a 50-minute show.
On a 50-minute show,
and the two squashes were used to build up storylines. So, they weren't just needless squashes.
It's like, one of the best NXT episodes is like the hour-long matches. They had like Sammy and Cesaro, I think.
Sammy, Cesaro Regal. Joe and Sammy.
Yeah.
Sammy and Finn and Nakamura, yeah.
It's like, you can easily call them the best show.
Right.
It's like Raw with the Gauntlet, yeah.
It was the best Raw in years.
It was the best Raw in years. Because the first match was awesome, it took 2 hours. So.
Right. That means only an hour and a half of crap.
Yeah.
I mean, an hour and a half of crap.
Yeah.
You can't ruin that.
Exactly.
NXT, we're well on our way to take our Brooklyn with the NXT title match. Pretty clearly set. Pretty good thought. And that's going to be for some interesting weeks ahead. So NXT knows how to build up a choir in a hurry. And I look forward to see what else we do on the upcoming show. There's a go around here in the community members, so let's get to it. Up first, Dakota Kai defeated Santana Garrett.
It was really nice seeing Santana Garrett. That was actually a complete surprise. I actually didn't read any spoilers for NXT this month.
The only one I know is, a result of the match happened.
Yeah, what WWE spoiled.
Yeah.
Which at the time they spoiled a match that literally didn't have to be spoiled yet.
Right.
Because it was going to be the champions keeping the whatever. But yeah, it was really nice seeing Santana Garrett. And I thought it was a very good showcase for a possible contestant for the second Mae Young Classic in her. And I thought it was a good showcase for Dakota Kai.
Yeah, I could have gone for a bit more of this. But Kai is a cool finisher. And is adorable enough to hang around for a long time. You know, Saint to eventually take out Shayna Baszler, for example. As Santana is someone, why somebody hasn't signed her yet, you would expect to be a bigger deal than she is. She has the skill, the size, and the look.
Well, TNA did originally have her. And then,
Brittany.
Yeah. then I think she ended up being a stalker's girlfriend or something like that.
That's right, yeah.
For like 2 weeks and then she left.
Right. Up next, Shayna cut a promo pretty much. The show is heavily focused on the woman. There was only one woman's match. There's a lot of woman promos.
Yeah.
Very nice. The first one on the promo front was a Shayna Klein promo saying they're holding a second Mae Young Classic because she's running for the competition.
Yeah. I thought it was a pretty good in-ring promo from Shayna. It's pretty much like they're setting up the setup for the match at Brooklyn.
Which I have a feeling I know who it is. Because out of all the girls I told trash tonight, I bet all the girls, one was more focused than the other. Well, two were focused on, I should say.
Yeah.
Kansas being one and Kyrie being the other.
Yeah.
But I think it's going to be Kyrie. Because they mentioned at the Mae Young Classic himself for Shayna. Yeah.
Exactly.
So.
I thought from Shayna, I thought it was very good. It was pretty much saying her still gloating, her saying she's the champion, and looking forward to her next contender. Probably didn't necessarily need to be in the ring, but why not put him in the middle of the ring?
The woman knows her character. Up next, is all I have to say?
Yeah.
Up next, T061 defeated
The Mighty.
The Mighty defeated Otis Dozovic in a handicap match.
This is where I'm actually gonna, I guess, compliment Otis. I actually thought he did really well in this match.
Yeah.
It's the first time he actually was alone in the ring. He didn't have
Tucker Knight.
Thank you. Otis. With that being said, Otis is the one that stands out in that team.
Yeah.
He may not be the better worker of the two, or the more solid worker of the two, but he's the one that stands out. He'll probably be the one that you would consider the star of the team. He's the Shawn Michaels to Tucker's Marty Jannetty.
Right.
And Otis, I thought, did really well against the Mighty in this match. I also really like that the Mighty actually picked up the win by using the numbers game.
Mm-hmm.
You don't actually see that often in a handicap match nowadays.
Yeah, as you should.
Yeah. Because it's smart. Of course, if you have the numbers, why not use them?
Right.
That's an advantage you can use. But yeah, Otis, I thought, did really well, and the Mighty came off like jackass heels, taking advantage. Almost had to sneeze that. There we go.
That was as less of a surprise as you're going to get with Otis working hard to start on his own. What impresses me more though is, because I mean, compared to Raw, how they came up with the short story about Tucker being gone. In reality, the reason Tucker was gone was he just had a baby, Triple H gave him time off, whatever. But they came up with the story of, while they were training the Form Star, the chains and all, the Mighty attack, pulled up the chains and stuff. and it took out Tucker. They had their bases covered and spent maybe 5 minutes to film stuff, and that takes care of Prowl.
And it was probably thought of in like a minute or two.
Yeah, whereas what I'm going to compare it to overall was the B team. Instead of giving the B team some credibility, not winning fluky, by saying they took out Bray Wyatt. Cole literally said, Bray Wyatt's not here tonight on Matchmaker's entrance because he was in a car accident.
Which sounds really, really odd for Bray Wyatt's
yes,
character.
So
Really odd.
It does show how organized this place is and how unorganized the main roster can be.
Yes.
At times. Up next, Velveteen Dream defeated Chris Dijak.
Yeah, I thought it was a very good, I guess, pseudo squash match. Dijak did get in a good bit of offense. And Velveteen showed off his athleticism and got the win.
Yeah, Dijak continues to impress as an athletic freak. Yeah. And you can tell that they got something planned for him. You don't give him that much offense in his first 2 matches against Ricochet and Velveteen and not have something planned for him down the line. He has the look, the power, and the work to go a long way.
Yeah.
Which makes the roster around here all the more impressive. It took him that long to get on the TV. Just because there's so much other good stuff going on around him.
Yeah.
And then in the main event, John Gargano defeated EC3.
I thought the match was very solid. I think we forgot to talk about EC3 sort of interrupting.
Yeah, the whole line's going in a tweener face direction.
Yeah.
After what Velveteen did to him at the NXT UK night 2 last week. Leaving him against House and Ricochet. It looks like EC3's going for a face turn now.
Yeah. Which I'm not sure if he's the one you should turn face EC3 over Velveteen. I think Velveteen gets a stronger face reaction, but it might be easier to turn EC3 face. I can literally go back and forth with it, but I at least understand it.
I want to use the Bobby Roode excuse that was Vince's ideology. You know, Bobby was never a good face. EC3 played face in TNA for a year in 2016, so he was good in that. So it's not about playing face. I want to use why they turn Bobby face. It's easier to sing along to EC3.
Yeah.
But at least EC3 can play face, unlike Bobby Roode.
That's true,
Yeah.
But yeah, I thought Gargano and EC3 put on a solid match to end the show. I actually could have seen this go a little bit longer with a feud going forward.
Yeah.
Like to Brooklyn, but clearly that's not going to be their plan because Gargano ends the team.
Yeah. Gargano's saga continues. I can't believe I want to say this will be there live. I'm still hoping we don't get the match rush straight to Brooklyn. Between him and Ciampa.
Yeah.
So, let it build up a bit, and then let Gargano finally win the NXT title to send Ciampa to the main roster. Where he hopefully isn't sent to 205 Live to Raw. I don't mean that's a bad thing. I'm just saying Ciampa's character is much bigger than just 205 Live.
Oh, yeah.
EC3 loses his first singles match here, too. But there's other role being beaten by a whirlwind like Gargano, who is the top face in the promotion.
Oh, yeah.
And can do no wrong at the moment. And honestly, despite being a holiday show, there's nothing that fell out of place here. Some stories were advanced and more stuff is set up for next week as we roll into our takeover, which could be a heck of a card if the lower stuff is built well. It's still not clear if some of the matches are going because we have Alistair and Ciampa in 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Not at Brooklyn. But there's a lot of time to set those up. I'm not going to show her as NXT knows exactly at the time or everything they need to cover.
Absolutely.
Give us a minute so we can figure out our botching show of the week. So I already got my botch.
I think I got both actually.
Okay. Alright, we're good then.
Alright, botch of the week. For me, the entire episode of Monday Night Raw.
The tag match was good.
Minus the tag match, alright? Fine, I'll give that a little credit. But the rest of the show is so bad that you have to blame the whole show. Yeah, there's literally not a mistake you can't point out in each segment that wasn't like the tag, that wasn't Dolph and Drew versus Seth and Roman.
Should we run through it again to point out all the mistakes?
I don't want to run through it again. I don't want to throw up.
The question is, how can they top themselves next week?
If they do, I'm not sure. Then that's just gonna be a whole new level of how I felt about Monday Night Raw. Just a whole new low.
Yeah, I agree with you with the Bosch. Yeah. Watch the previous video of the World Review.
Yeah.
There's not else to say. The show of the week.
Show of the week. For me, it is 205 Live.
Mm-hmm.
Like we said before in this video, it really helps that you have a 30-minute amazing match in a 50-minute show.
Yeah.
It really does help, and the rest of the show I thought followed suit as well.
I don't think Raw has won this thing since after Mania.
I believe you're right.
Yeah, 205 Live, same here. Murphy and Buddy was a Murphy Mustafa was a legit match of the year contender.
Oh yeah.
That's going to be unnoticed probably that's going to be underrated by the time we get to December.
Absolutely.
But
yeah. If you haven't seen it, go back and see it.
Yeah. If this was on Extreme Rules, it's probably more extreme than what you're going to get because it wasn't a main roster no DQ match.
Yeah.
There wasn't no cheers or kendo sticks used. It was the audience, the steps, and the nail sticks that were used, and barricades and rings.
Yeah.
But that'll do it for this. We'll be back Monday for our 1-year anniversary.
Yes.
With our Hell in a Cell 2009 review. Screams 1 year right now.
I know. It just yells 1 year. We probably should do something more special, but...
Hell in a Cell 2000. Do every Hell in a Cell pay-per-view review.
No, I'm good.
I tried to give you something and you won't do it.
I don't want to sit through every Hell in a Cell pay-per-view.
Not all of them suck.
Good bit of them do.
Well, there you go. And we'll think of something.
Oh, both overlay limits.
There we go. See, Pastor brings on the Braun. So,
Yep.
we'll see you on Monday.
See you then.
Bye.
Bye.